Indian Air Force Chief Air Chief Marshal Arup Raha said that the Indian Air Force is well prepared to take on any subcontinental threats after repeated ceasefire violations from Pakistan in deterrence to prevent any such intrusion or attack right in the first place. Briefing the media on the 84th Foundation Day of the IAF, the Air Chief Marshal Raha also said acquisition of 36 Rafale aircrafts in the next few years could greatly enhance our operational capability. Indian Air Force is celebrating its 84th anniversary today. Splendid air aerobic shows and showcase of air prowess by different fighter planes were at display at glittering ceremony in Hindan Air Base of Ghaziabad. Greeting IAF on Air Force Day, President Pranab Mukherjee and Prime Minister Narendra Modi praised the courage of air warriors. Union Home Minister Rajnath Singh visited many border outposts in Barmer area and took stock of security arrangements. He visited the entire border area and motivated Jawans. Yesterday, he visited Jaisalmer and took information from the officers about the problems and situations in the area. The Northern Command of the Indian Army said that the recoveries made from the terrorists killed during Naugam operation last Thursday confirm Pakistan's complicity in abetting terror. 4 terrorists were eliminated by the army on the line of control while trying to infiltrate from Pakistan-occupied Kashmir in Naugam sector on October 6th. Students and parents from Jammu and Kashmir have hit out the frequent Bandh calls by separatists. Students are saying as no classes have been held for almost 3 months now, their syllabus is still incomplete. Parents also hit out at the separatists saying school children are suffering due to these bandhs. They said that instead of giving them books, some goons are giving them stones. India will root for joint efforts to address terrorism, including action against countries providing safe havens and arms to terrorists at the BRICS summit next week in Goa. Briefing media, Secretary of Economic Relations in External Affairs Ministry Amar Sinha said, agenda is drawn in a broad brush manner and we will be looking at global economic and political situation. Obviously, terrorism is a very important part of that. The Election Commission ordered that no political party shall henceforth either use or allow the use of public funds or public place or government machinery for promoting itself or the symbol allotted to it. The EC issued orders following a Delhi High Court judgment in July, which reminded back to the poll panel a plea seeking cancellation of Bahujan Samaj Party symbol elephant for alleged misuse of public funds by the erstwhile Mayawati government in installing its statues across the state. Navjot Kaur Sidhu, wife of cricketer turned politician Navjot Singh Sidhu, has resigned from the Bharati Janata Party. The party has accepted her resignation. Her husband had resigned as a nominated member of Rajya Sabha in July this year and formally quit the BJP earlier this month after launching a forum called Her husband had resigned as a nominated member of the Rajya Sabha in July this year and formally quit the BJP earlier this month after launching a forum called the Awaz-e-Punjab. China defended its second technical hold to prevent a UN ban on Pakistan-based Jaish-e-Mohammed chief Masood Azhar, saying there were different views on India's application and that Beijing's move will allow more time for the relevant parties to have consultations. Chinese Foreign Ministry said that the listing application member states submitted to the 1267 Committee of UN must comply with specific requirements of relevant resolutions of UNSC. The US warned its citizens against non-essential travel to Pakistan, saying the country continues to experience significant terrorist violence, including sectarian attacks. Pakistan continues to experience significant terrorist violence. The State Department said this in its latest travel warning on Pakistan. Hurricane Matthew wreaks havoc in Haiti as death toll exceeds 900. State of emergency declared in American cities of Florida, Georgia, South and North Carolina as more than 2 million people evacuated from the southeastern United States. At least 11 suspected Islamist extremists were killed in 3 separate raids by security forces outside the Bangladeshi capital Dhaka. 2 suicide bombers detonated their explosives during a police operation in the Turkish capital Ankara after officers called on the suspects to surrender. There were no immediate reports of any other casualties in the blast. Virat Kohli rode back to form with a superbly crafted century on a tricky pitch to take India to a comfortable 267 for 3 against New Zealand on the first day of the 3rd cricket test in Indore. The Indian skipper, who went without a 50-plus score in his last 7 innings across 5 tests, was back in his elements, stroking an unbeaten 103, his 13th 148th match. Olympic sports leaders have begun debating how to improve a global anti-doping system amid the fallout of a Russian state-backed cheating scandal. A closed-doors meeting chaired by IOC president will discuss the role of the World Anti-Doping Agency, which angered many Olympic officials by calling for Russia to be banned from the Rio de Janeiro Games.